Hello, everybody. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. It's stiff upper lip weather heading our way after this nice warm up is in place. Don't let it fool you. I have details on how low we go as the coldest air of the season heads our way coming up next.
Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, thanks for watching. Look at these temperatures. Even the coldest air in the pink colors that you see here, only in the near 20-degree range in the Arrowhead. Duluth at 16, 19 as you look into that Superior area and parts of Wisconsin and point south toward the Twin Cities. 25 degrees there. Look at the warmth spreading into Bismarck, 43. What? And Mobridge, 48 degrees right now. That's nearly 50 in my book. Not bad. Temperatures near 40 in Grand Forks right now as that warm air is spilling across the region. Really outdoing what my expectations were for today. And you know what else outdoes my expectations? You. Thank you so much for clicking on the follow button here on my Facebook channel. It really does help me out. The more people that follow me, then the more people Facebook delivers the forecast videos to, and that really does help me out. So thanks to all of you. Now let's take a look at what we have coming our way. The highlight will be the cold that's going to take hold after this little warm up. And there will be some hitches in the giddy up with some snow, but it appears to be light. So I don't see heavy snow in our forecast. Let's get to the details first and foremost on what you need to know. Looking out into parts of Minnesota, this is Monday morning wind chills. Monday morning next week. So this is the big heads up. Hutch's hunch. Look at this. Wind chills between 30 and 45 below zero as we go into our Monday time frame. And actually, look at this. The real nasty cold stuff out here with some 50s below zero that will be in store. So first, we do get to see some warmer weather, but Monday looks to bring colder than 50 below for wind chills, particularly in central North Dakota. That's where the peak of the cold will be, but no picnic for you in War Road either. That says 48 below zero. I got to tell you, if you don't have a survival kit in your vehicle, it's something that's a must in this kind of weather, making sure you have something to keep everybody warm. Okay, as is always the case here on Hutch's Weather, I like to keep this a two-way street. So if you do have questions, let me know where you're watching from. Thank you so much for watching to all of you. It looks like we have a few. Nathan, good to have you on board again. Clarine, thanks so much for watching. And I got to tell you, the cold takes hold and it's here for a little while. Now let's take a look at your forecast map as we go through the night. Let's talk about the 24-hour forecast, shall we? Because it's no picnic for everybody either. Here we go. All right, now what we're going to start out with a look at is that we do see the conditions across the region are a little on the breezy side, but milder weather making its way in. I'm going to move this over so I can go ahead and grab a look at the forecast. Another model here. This one, I'm not too happy with the way it's starting out. So we're going to jump over to this model here. Plus, it goes out just a little bit farther as well. Check out this model and watch what's going to happen here as we set things into motion into the evening hours. And click and go. Okay, so here we go. There is a little system that's going to bring some snow showers to the War Road area. Roseau, on down in towards Badette and out toward the Arrowhead of Minnesota. Now, we're still going to remain quite warm as this works its way through, but there'll be some clouds associated with it as well. As we go through the day today, that will be exiting into the evening hours. Our wind, westerly and northwesterly as we go through the night, but it's not a cold northwesterly flow because what's happened in places like Saskatchewan, way up out here, is downslope warming. So this chunk of air that's blowing in from the north and west is much milder. That's why temperatures in Grand Forks are warmer than Fargo right now, as that warm up has really hustled in from the north and from the west. Now, as we continue to set this into motion going into your Thursday morning, we'll get it to daybreak here, 6 a.m., light winds, except for the Arrowhead of Minnesota, it will be a little breezier. Now, the cold air will still be here, but not nearly as cold as we've been accustomed to. No sub-zero readings first thing in the morning. Now, here comes the change as we go into late Thursday. This is a warm front. Along warm fronts, we're going to have another shot of some snow, but this system here, moving out of Alberta, is going to clip the region first with a warm front and then with a cold front. So Thursday night is waving goodbye, rather, pardon me. to the warmer temperatures. So a shot of light snow moving through. See the pink? That's mixed slop, right? We could get some more areas where we get like we did today. Did you wake up and see them little snowballs, those little round nuggets of snow? That's called grapple. And that fell out of the clouds as we went into the morning hours today. We'll have another round of some mixed precipitation going into your Thursday night, Friday morning. Now, Friday morning, many of us will have the warmest temperatures we have all day. We'll still be pleasant in the 20s, but look at the wind shift to the northwest. Back here is the first cold front that will be making its way through. Here you can kind of see the kinks in the isobars. So it's kind of a double shot cold front working its way through. So temperatures will begin their decline as we go into the morning hours. The wind becomes northwesterly and ripping. Now, do you see all these kinks in the isobars up here? Those black lines? That's the secondary cold front. But that's the one that's really going to have a smack to it. It's going to just really punch us right straight in the teeth. And in fact, if you breathe in with your mouth open, you might chip a tooth. We'll call it tooth chipping cold air is on its way as we head in to the weekend ahead. Now, as that works its way in, the air temperatures will be plummeting back down to sub-zero readings, and we're on our way to, well, just some brutally cold temperatures across the region. So let's go ahead and take a look at your forecast. We're going to start with that 7-day planner here. Pardon me while I get to the correct graphic. Okay, the next 7 days. Tomorrow, pretty nice. We're still going to see temperatures rising up into the 20s to near 30 degrees, and we're on the upswing. But late in the day, there's that little warm front coming in. Now, the cold front arrives early and then another one late on Friday. So temperatures start out near 31 wonderful degrees, and then they fall throughout the day as we'll see temperatures that will be on the chilly side out there. Why will tomorrow be cooler? For some of us, it will because of the clouds and the showers associated with that little bit of a warm front working its way through. But if you're well south of that warm front and south into, say, areas south of I-94, we could see some milder temperatures than what you're seeing here. Falling Friday into Friday afternoon to 21 degrees. Falling overnight to 2 degrees, but staying above zero. And then by the early afternoon, we will be below zero on Saturday. So Saturday is when we cross that threshold again. And we'll have north gusts to 35 miles per hour or more. That's going to mean nasty wind chills on Saturday. Look at this Sunday morning temperature, 14 below. We've been there. More dangerous wind chills, but with the gusts associated with this cold blast coming out of Canada, it's going to be brutal, folks. And already on Sunday morning, we'll be approaching 35 to 50 below zero in some locations. And look at this, air temperatures in the 20s to 30s below zero by the time we get to your Monday morning. That will drive wind chills in our area to some of the coldest we've seen all season long, with some of you getting into the 50s below. Check out your temperatures on Tuesday. It's starting to go in the right direction. 14 below, and then we're rising on Tuesday night and into your Wednesday morning, rising from 14 and all the way to 22 degrees. And then it's more weird weather because we start out Wednesday morning with that warmest of the day, 22-degree reading, and the down arrow. Oh no, it's another day where another cold front is going to come through, another light shot of snow. So the story over the next several days. We will have a chance for some hit and miss precipitation as this cold air punches in. It should be pretty light. Our roads will remain icy in places because we're going to do the whiplash where we melt the roads, we get them wet, and then we flash freeze them into the weekend. Nasty flurries of snow here and there with ice crystals forming means more of your photos of the awesomeness that is the beautiful sundogs out there, as well as the fun circles called halos around the sun. We'll see more of those. All right, let's see if we have any questions. Nathan watching, Clarine, yes, it looks cold. Definitely time for the long johns. It's a double long john forecast, if you ask me, at 20 below. Or insulated jeans, nonetheless. Thanks so much for watching again. And Sean, it's good to have you. By the way, Hutch will be having a pretty exciting announcement. I know I'm excited to share some news with you a little bit later today, so make sure you join me and set aside some time to catch my evening broadcast tonight. But for now, I think I've covered it. No minus 42 this year or snow, says, let's see, Sharon. So thank you for watching. In some areas, you know, it's been extremely dry, and I will show and post a video of the precipitation forecast over the next 10 days or so. Not looking too promising, as you see here in the 7-day, with just lighter amounts of precipitation. For now, here's a look at our current conditions. And again, as we talk about our temperatures, we are very nice out there across the region. I got to tell you, I love it. And also, I want to remind you that tomorrow is Well, it's Hutch's Weather Kid Day, and I can't wait to introduce you to Hutch's Weather Kid this week. And let me go ahead and get the graphic up here for you. It is Ellie McQuiston. Ellie, thank you so much for coming and helping Hutch do the weather. You're a brave person, and I can't wait to introduce you to Ellie McQuiston. Remember, that's at 4:30. You can watch it right here on Facebook or on my webpage, hutchesweather.com. Log in there, you can see the latest. And if you have a student ages 9 to 18 who's interested in weather at all, maybe television or presentations, well, sign them up online at hutchesweather.com or swing into my fine sponsors over at Luther Family Ford. Tell them Hutch sent you. Say, hey, where do I go to sign up to be a weather kid? They'll help you out. For now, I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Make sure you check out hutchesweather.com for the latest road conditions. We do have some areas of very slippery and frosty roads across the area with this warm-up taking place. It's slippery. Stay slow, even though your thermometer says we're approaching that above freezing in some areas, because it is slick. Have a good evening. Check back with me later for an exciting announcement, and we will talk again very soon.